Time now for the morning rush. We begin with some breaking news that eastbound lanes are the only ones closed at this time on I-40. This was due to a possible situation there that you can see on the Pennsylvania Bridge. Westbound lanes had been closed, but you can see they are finally back open at this time. But again, the eastbound lanes are still closed. It looks like the situation is resolving itself, but it is still closed at this time. So they are diverting traffic off on San Mateo. But westbound is back open. And again, this is all due to a situation happening on the Pennsylvania Bridge. You're going to still want to avoid the area if possible this morning. And on to other news now for the morning rush that we want to bring to you is talking about this. The identity of the woman involved in a deputy-involved shooting at the East Mountains has been released. According to the BCSO, they were serving an eviction notice to Yvette Curry. Curry told them that she would only speak to deputies through a window and they began shooting at them. This all led to a SWAT standoff, and all this is according to BCSO. She is currently listed as stable in the hospital. Drake Bickett, the man accused of helping murder his grandmother, will remain behind bars until his trial begins. 20-year-old Drake Bickett and his mom, Alyssa, her roommate, Annie Rael, are all accused of killing Marilyn Gander in January when she tried to evict them from her home. All three suspects are charged with first-degree murder. Kristen?
Mostly sunny skies over the state today, although we will be watching that far northeastern corner for some of these storms to pass into the plains. Some of these could be on the strong to severe side too, especially as we get into the later part of tonight. We'll watch those mountain areas this afternoon. It's almost the same kind of thing for tomorrow. Sunshine and dry to the west. A few spotty storms possible out across the eastern side of the state. David?
Breaking overnight, we are learning that the wife of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is facing fraud charges. Prosecutors say Sarah Netanyahu allegedly used state money to fraudulently pay for $100,000 worth of meals at the Prime Minister's residence between 2010 and 2013. She's also being accused of illegally paying for private chefs. She has so far denied any wrongdoing in the past. And President Trump is not letting up on his immigration policy, saying the U.S. will remain tough. This despite signing an executive order ending his policy separating families at the border. Now parents and kids can be detained together for 20 days while the adults await trial. House lawmakers plan to vote today on the two immigration reform bills. And Albuquerque Mayor Tim Keller and his wife are sending a message to the White House. They are at the Tornillo point of entry in Texas. Joined by a delegation of bipartisan mayors, the Kellers are demanding families be reunited and harmful policies be done away with. Now, this comes after writing to Washington lawmakers 2 weeks ago asking for the same thing. And of course, we will continue to follow the latest for you from the Trump administration as the new initiative takes effect. You can find that on air and online with the KRQE News app. Well, new claims from President Trump saying that North Korea has returned the remains of 200 troops missing from the North Korean war. And sharing this information at a campaign-style rally last night. This move follows President Trump's historic summit meeting with the North Korean leader that happened earlier this month in Singapore. While people in Santa Fe are criticizing a TV show's prop, the show Cosmos built an exact replica of the landmark located at the Trinity site on White Sands Missile Range. Now, this is where the U.S. tested the first atomic bomb back in 1945. It's now sitting near the Community Convention Center in downtown Santa Fe. The tourism department tells us the replica recognizes Santa Fe's history with the bomb and the state's growing movie industry. Well, happening today, ABQ Ride is giving free rides all day long. It's part of the nationwide Dump the Pump event, an effort that encourages drivers to learn more about how much more they can save in cash by using public transportation. Now, from the start of ABQ Ride's service today until the end, everyone will get a chance to get to their destination free of charge. This will be on the fixed route bus services. Sunvans are not included. Kristen?
Metro Threat Index added 2 for today. We're looking at hot temperatures as we climb well into the 90s. No storms or showers expected. Even our winds look to stay light, less than 15 miles per hour. David?
While UNM inventors are getting attention for their creations, the university is getting 74 patents approved 1 year ago, ranking them 32nd in the world for that. One inventor developed a breathable solution to test for lung diseases, and another worked on a fuel cell for technology for electric cars. The devices are bringing in so far $2 million in revenue. A state lawmaker is tossing around the idea of legislation aimed at reining in the use and possible overuse of the Zia symbol. Seemingly endless numbers of products and companies keep using the sacred religious symbol, which is also on the state flag. Senator Michael Padilla suggests legislation could help define how to use the symbol. The Zia Pueblo asked that anyone trying to use the Zia symbol for commercial purposes apply for permission, and donate to the Pueblo Scholarship Fund. Well, a New Mexico town wants you to do more than just pass through. They want you to stay and explore all that it has to offer. So now they're hoping to do just that through a new tourism campaign. Village officials are working on a strategic tourism plan down in Los Lunas, and they're calling it the Los Lunas Roads Less Traveled. Created with the belief that tourism will improve the quality of life for visitors and residents. Some of the plans include developing tools to turn residents and businesses into ambassadors, creating a roadmap brochure, and design a Route 66 museum and visitor center. Kristen?
Time now for a check on your Thursday morning commute. As we take a live look from the situation, they have reopened I-40 eastbound lanes. So both I-40 eastbound and I-40 westbound have been reopened. Likely still some delays because of that police situation, but the lanes are open. Just factor in some extra time.
Well, after her dominating win against Megan Anderson at UFC 255 earlier this month, former UFC bantamweight champ Holly Holm is looking to the future. While attending a private screening of the second Sicario movie, Holm talks about her next fight. She says she remains open to staying in the bantamweight division where she won her first title, or battle in the featherweight division where she would more than likely be paired with champion Chris Cyborg again.
Time now for the 5 facts. We start with number 5. For the first time since her dominating win against Megan Anderson at UFC 255 earlier this month, former UFC bantamweight champ Holly Holm is speaking to the cameras. While attending a private screening of the second Sicario movie, Holm talks about her next fight. She says she remains open to staying in the bantamweight division where she won her first title, or battle in the featherweight division where she would more than likely be paired up with champion Chris Cyborg again.
At number 4, UNM inventors are getting a lot of attention for their creations. This as the university ranks 32nd in the world after getting 74 patents approved just 1 year ago. Now the devices are bringing in $2 million in revenue. One inventor developed a breathable solution to test for lung diseases, while another worked on a fuel cell technology for electric cars. These 74 patents are setting a university record.
At number 3, hot and sunny here in the metro and for everyone across western and central New Mexico. 96 expected in Albuquerque. Still watching for a few spotty storms expected within the eastern side of the state today. Some of those could be strong to severe in the northeast plains. Breezy conditions and likely our first triple-digit day of heat here in Albuquerque tomorrow.
At number 2, we now know the name of the woman involved in a deputy-involved shooting in the East Mountains. They say Yvette Curry would only talk with deputies through a window and began shooting at them. Now this caused an hours-long SWAT standoff. Deputies say Curry came out of the house, and that's when at least one deputy fired at her. The woman made it back inside, but they say she eventually called 911 and told them she was hit. This morning, BCSO says she is currently listed as stable at the hospital. BCSO also said that they were serving an eviction notice on the home at the time. And at number 1, the family of the girl killed at a crosswalk says they are filing a lawsuit against APS and the city. Police say 12-year-old Elisa Justine Almoina was killed crossing the street in front of Cleveland Middle School. This was back in March. Now, she was in the crosswalk at the time, and according to police, the driver who hit the little girl did not see her. After her death, City Council passed an ordinance requiring that a specialized signal be installed at the Louisiana crosswalk. The family's attorney says changes to the crosswalk is a step in the right direction, but there is still a lot of unanswered questions, and the city and APS both say that they do not comment on pending litigation.